We're here at the Claremont Club, located on 19 acres in beautiful Claremont, California. Mike Alpert came over one day and had a talk with my dad and I, and gave us his image and his idea of how Claremont and the Claremont Club wanted to give back. And one of the ways they wanted to give back was to open an SCI studio here at the Claremont Club.
We started out with a very small area. We actually converted a racquetball court to be able to bring equipment in and service spinal cord injury patients. I think this is a population that throughout our country doesn't get a lot of, necessarily a lot of financial support. After many of these patients get out of acute and phase 1 care, they're on their own.
All the SCI clients are just unbelievable. They come in and work super hard.
I see physical differences and them being more flexible, having more range of motion, more coordination, more balance. But I also see a hope, a joy, and a happiness that they didn't come in with.
They work hard, but they still have fun. And it's just a great atmosphere to be in. It's just very positive and encouraging.
When I came into the program as a newer instructor, I underestimated all of their abilities. These people are very strong and very able in many ways that we don't give them credit for. Just because somebody is in a wheelchair doesn't mean that they're broken or that I'm going to hurt them or that they're fragile. Of course, they have limitations and certain things that we should watch out for, but they're very capable and they want to be challenged.
I've noticed that I've gotten stronger since I've been here. My balance is getting better.
I was extremely weak. I couldn't do anything on my own.
Before I couldn't move my arm. Now I can move them, and I couldn't transfer. Now I can transfer.
Everything we work on helps me to do things in my everyday life.
There's an energy in them, and just kind of like it's like a positive force, and there's always constant improvement. It might be just little things, but those little things are huge.
My insurance doesn't support me in any way when it comes to stuff like this, so I would be totally without any kind of exercise or therapy if it wasn't for Be Perfect in the Claremont Club.
Care that would not be accessible to me previously because of financial burdens, I don't have to worry about. So I get the care that I need, regardless of my ability to pay.
The people that haven't had a chance to be in this program they're at home. They're more isolated and maybe not as hopeful.
I've had patients in the past where they haven't had these types of resources available, and the only time they get out of the house is when an ambulance comes to their house. And maybe that's their mode of transportation because they have nothing else, so they only leave when there's a medical emergency. They're very isolated from others. They don't get out and interact with their peers anymore. And all of those things really just add up to not as good a quality of life, or not what these people are really looking for.
The spinal cord injury program has brought inspiration to myself personally and to all my trainers.
When you see people in a wheelchair, you feel bad. You feel like, gosh, how would I feel if I were in their shoes? And you want to be able to do something, and not everybody can. So I feel very privileged to be able to help in any way.
I can say that for me personally and for the trainers, we get a lot more out of the program than what we put into it. I feel that we're the benefactors of having these people in our club and in our lives. We've outgrown our space, and our vision for the future is we want to expand it. We want to have about 3,000 square feet so that we can grow the program and bring in more people.
We have people on a waiting list that would like to get in to the program. Every person that you work with that is a spinal cord injury, they touch your life and your heart too.
There are tremendous, I think, emotional and physical challenges for spinal cord injury people. And so the club's mission was to be able to have a well-care environment and an area for them to come to be fit in just like every other member of the club.
It's never guaranteed that they will get you standing and walking. Just the hope that one day that might be you is enough to keep you moving forward. So that one day, it may not be tomorrow, may not be a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, you take your first step. That's the day you've been looking forward to.